The year 1453 glows softly, an ethereal beacon on a cinematic 3D animated historical world map. Europe and Anatolia are prominently highlighted, bathed in the dramatic, warm hues of a vibrant sunrise. The camera pushes in, revealing subtle fog and particles that drift across the intricate map. These atmospheric elements emphasize the delicate details of a world on the cusp of profound, monumental change. The map pulsates with an unspoken energy, hinting at the dramatic historical shifts about to unfold. A golden sunset bathes the sprawling Constantinople skyline, painting the vast city in hues of fire and gold. The magnificent Hagia Sophia proudly pierces the sky, its grandeur dominating the ancient cityscape. Massive, imposing walls stretch endlessly, a formidable barrier guarding the city's secrets and strength. Ships with billowing sails glide gracefully across the shimmering waters of the Bosphorus, a testament to the city's bustling life. In the heart of Constantinople, dimly lit streets wind through a forgotten city, their ancient stones whispering tales of past grandeur. Worn buildings, their facades crumbling, stand as silent sentinels, testament to an empire's fading glory. The air hangs heavy with a palpable sense of decay, a quiet desperation clinging to every shadow. Melancholic shadows stretch long across the desolate streets, painting a stark picture of forgotten strength. No people stir in this silent, crumbling labyrinth, only the haunting echo of what once was. Emperor Constantine XI stands solitary in a vast, echoing palace hall, a ghost in his own empire. Cold, stark light filters through the towering windows, illuminating dust motes dancing in the empty air around him. The immense space dwarfs him, emphasizing his profound isolation within the grandeur. His posture, rigid yet weary, speaks of an empire reduced to a mere shadow of its former glory. A somber silence presses down, amplifying the dramatic weight of his solitary presence. The once vibrant hall now feels like a tomb, a stark testament to a fading power. The sun ascends, painting the vast Ottoman army camp with hues of dawn, as Mehmed II stands resolute. Long, dramatic shadows stretch across the sprawling camp, hinting at the monumental endeavor ahead. Countless flags unfurl and snap proudly in the morning breeze, a vibrant tapestry of power and anticipation. The camera sweeps across the immense gathering, revealing the sheer scale of forces poised for a historic moment. Mehmed II, unyielding, surveys his army, a silent testament to his unwavering resolve and ambition. The air hums with anticipation, a palpable tension as the Ottoman might prepares to reshape history. Dramatic light bathes the youthful face of Mehmed II, highlighting his intense gaze. His eyes, sharp and piercing, convey a remarkable vision and steely determination. The world blurs around him, all focus drawn to the profound strategic depth of his mind. A subtle push inward reveals the unyielding resolve etched into his youthful features. An ancient map, etched with forgotten symbols, pulses with an ethereal, otherworldly glow. Shimmering lines, depicting vital trade routes, fluidly shift and reconfigure across its surface. The dynamic changes on the map foretell a world on the brink of profound transformation. Mehmed's impending conquest promises to reshape the very fabric of the known world, as the map vividly illustrates. Dusk bleeds across the Ottoman training grounds, painting the rugged landscape in fiery hues of orange and purple. Ottoman soldiers move with deadly grace, their forms blurring into a whirlwind of practiced precision. Swords clash, arrows whistle, and spears strike targets with a satisfying thud, a symphony of martial might. Sparks fly from makeshift forges like fireflies, illuminating the focused faces of smiths, their hammers ringing rhythmically. From the barren earth, a miniature Rumeli Fortress begins to sprout, defying the very laws of nature. Stone by stone, the imposing walls and towers erupt from the ground, shaping a formidable silhouette against the sky. The fortress grows with impossible speed, each rising block a testament to Ottoman might and ingenuity. A cinematic orbit reveals the strategic mastery of its position, a silent sentinel overlooking the land, The completed fortress stands, an awe-inspiring marvel born of magic and human will, dominating the landscape. An ancient, parchment-like map glows with illuminated naval routes, a lifeline of trade and power. Suddenly, thick red lines erupt, menacingly blocking off vital sections of these routes around Constantinople. The map darkens, the once vibrant routes now choked by an ominous crimson blockade. Constantinople shrinks, isolated and vulnerable, a solitary island amidst a sea of cut-off connections. The city now faces a devastating consequence, its lifeline severed, aid, and supplies a distant dream. In the cannon forge, molten metal glows with a blinding, infernal light, casting dancing shadows on the walls. It pours into cannon molds, a river of liquid fire, a stark symbol of immense power being forged. Sparks explode, showering the area like a violent, beautiful aurora, briefly illuminating the scene. Sweat-streaked faces of the workers are momentarily highlighted, their expressions grim and determined. The dramatic lighting accentuates the raw power being harnessed, a prelude to impending destruction. The air crackles with heat and the scent of metal, a symphony of creation and impending devastation. A colossal cannon, Urban's masterpiece, dominates the frame, its immense power palpable. Its massive barrel points menacingly at Constantinople's imposing walls, a silent threat looming large. From a low-angle perspective, the cannon's sheer scale emphasizes its destructive potential. An oppressive tension fills the air, a chilling prelude to the devastating bombardment to come. The air crackles with an unspoken promise of destruction, a silence more terrifying than any roar. The city's fate hangs in the balance, a single shot away from utter devastation. Against the dark night, the ancient walls of Constantinople stand, a beacon of fading hope. Soldiers, their faces etched with weariness, labor tirelessly to repair the crumbling defenses. Flickering torchlight casts dancing shadows, illuminating their fierce determination against the encroaching darkness. Each strained face tells a story of dwindling resources and an unyielding, desperate defense. In the vast, shadowed palace, Emperor Constantine XI sits alone at a grand wooden desk, a single candle flickering. His brow is deeply furrowed, etched with the heavy burden of his empire's fate. The quill scratches softly, a desperate symphony against the parchment. As he pens pleas for aid, a close-up reveals his hand, trembling slightly, each stroke a desperate prayer for salvation. The letters are a final, desperate hope against an overwhelming, encroaching darkness. His only hope rests on this fragile parchment. A faded map of Europe appears, its colors muted as if seen through a dusty pane of glass, hinting at forgotten vibrancy. The map's borders are fractured, lines jagged and incomplete, revealing a continent in disarray. Tiny, almost imperceptible movements flicker across various regions, isolated skirmishes consuming all attention. The continent seems introspective, paralyzed by its own divisions, unable to project any unified force outward. It is a land preoccupied, its gaze turned inward, lost in its own internal struggles. The vast, shimmering expanse of the Bosphorus stretches under a clear sky, deceptively serene. Only a handful of ships, their sails limp and lifeless, drift almost imperceptibly on the calm waters. The immense strait dwarfs the meager fleet, highlighting the stark inadequacy of the aid for Constantinople. Each ship, a lonely speck, underscores the world's indifference in this sweeping panoramic view. On the ancient city walls, a small force of Byzantine and Latin troops stands resolute, their unity a beacon against the vast sky. The wind, a fierce ally, whips their banners high, each flag a testament to their unwavering spirit despite their meager numbers. The heroic mood, born of defiance, belies their limited ranks, creating an awe-inspiring spectacle of courage. A slow, deliberate gaze sweeps across their faces, each etched with determination, a silent promise of unyielding defense. Their eyes, fierce and focused, reflect a shared resolve, a formidable unity forged in the crucible of impending conflict. The city walls, a silent sentinel, bear witness to this courageous stand, their stones echoing the soldiers' unwavering commitment. The massive walls of Constantinople emerge from the pre-dawn gloom, an imposing silhouette against the faint light. First light spills over the ancient fortifications, painting long, dramatic shadows that accentuate every intricate stone. The sheer scale of the walls is breathtaking, a silent testament to centuries of meticulous engineering and enduring strength. The fortifications stand as a formidable barrier, their grandeur hinting at the impenetrable history they have witnessed. Across the vast plains of Constantinople, a colossal Ottoman army advances, their relentless march kicking up immense dust clouds. The sky darkens as the dust billows, a menacing shroud over the approaching forces. From high above, the true scale of the invading army is revealed, an unstoppable tide stretching to the horizon. Each soldier, a tiny speck in the formidable force, moves with a singular, terrifying purpose. The ancient city awaits, its fate hanging precariously as the siege becomes an undeniable, looming reality. The air crackles with the unspoken promise of battle, a silent, powerful tension gripping the land. The camera dramatically focuses on the towering city walls, a formidable barrier against an unseen threat. Intricate details of the fortifications become sharply defined, each stone whispering tales of past battles. Every battle-scarred surface of the wall conveys the immense pressure about to be unleashed. The air itself feels heavy, thick with the palpable tension of impending conflict. A chilling hush falls as the siege officially begins, marking the start of a brutal confrontation. Daylight illuminates ancient city walls, now the target of relentless cannon fire. A thunderous impact shakes the very foundations of the wall, debris exploding outwards. In slow motion, jagged stone fragments arc through the air, remnants of a brutal assault. The ground itself trembles violently, each concussive blast echoing the destructive power of the Ottoman artillery. The sky darkens with smoke, signaling the terrifying beginning of a relentless bombardment. Under a menacing night sky, soldiers frantically work to repair gaping breaches in the city walls. Sparks erupt violently as hammers strike stone, a desperate symphony of construction amid destruction. Their movements are a blur of frantic effort, a testament to their unwavering resistance against the relentless assault. The air, thick with dust and the scent of destruction, hangs heavy with the grim resolve of survival. Despite the constant threat of fire, they press on, their faces etched with determination and defiance. Each hammer blow echoes with a fierce will to protect their city, their home, against all odds. The majestic golden horn shimmers under the sun, its calm waters hiding a strategic tension. An imposing chain stretches taut across its entrance, a silent, unyielding barrier against the world. The serene surface of the water belies the profound strategic tension this formidable defense creates. This mighty chain effectively prevents any naval entry into Constantinople, a testament to its power. A colossal chain, each link the size of a man, gleams under dramatic lighting, a formidable barrier. Its intricate design speaks to the ingenuity of the Byzantine defense, a testament to ancient engineering. The chain shimmers, a silent sentinel against the encroaching Ottoman navy, a symbol of unyielding power. It stands as the last line of defense, defiant and grand. Inside Mehmed II's tent, the flickering oil lamp casts dancing shadows across the canvas walls. He hunches over a map, his brow deeply furrowed in intense concentration. His fingers trace the golden horn's contours, his eyes alight with a formidable, audacious plan. The air crackles with his intense focus, a silent testament to his strategic brilliance. The palpable weight of his decision hangs heavy in the air, a silent promise of triumph. Under the cloak of night, a surreal spectacle unfolds as Ottoman ships are dragged across a land route. Massive, imposing vessels glide over greased logs, a testament to an incredible feat of engineering. The flickering glow of countless torches casts dancing shadows, illuminating the audacious endeavor. The air is thick with the scent of pine and sweat, a potent mix of nature and human struggle. This scene is a testament to Mehmed's sheer manpower and his innovative, unconventional tactics. Under the midday sun, weary Byzantine soldiers stand guard on ancient city walls, their faces etched with the fatigue of a long siege. Suddenly, a collective gasp ripples through their ranks as their eyes widen in utter disbelief. They point towards the Golden Horn, jaws slackening at the sight of an impossible fleet. Ottoman ships, a full fleet, glide across the water, threatening the once impenetrable city from an unexpected direction. Constantinople shudders under a relentless siege as Ottoman forces, a tide of soldiers and siege engines, press in from the land. Their ominous banners flutter, casting long shadows over the ancient city walls. From the sea, a vast fleet, bristling with cannons and warriors, assaults the city. The sheer number of attackers highlights the overwhelming pressure on the besieged metropolis. Constantinople now appears completely encircled, a city on the brink of collapse. The ancient city of Constantinople awakens as the sun rises, casting a golden glow over its majestic walls. Day swiftly transitions to night, the city's silhouette stark against the twilight sky, its ancient secrets deepening. Wisps of smoke rise from within the city walls, ethereal plumes against the relentless march of time. Flashes of fire erupt sporadically, brief bursts of defiance against the encroaching darkness. The cycle repeats, the city enduring, each flicker of flame a testament to its protracted agony. The time-lapse paints a vivid picture of suffering, a city scarred by siege, yet standing resilient. The city walls stand silhouetted against a dawn sky, painted in dramatic hues of gold and crimson on the 29th of May, 1453. A surging tide of Ottoman soldiers, an unstoppable force, charges towards the ancient fortifications. The first rays of light ignite their armor and weapons, a dazzling spectacle of impending battle. Each soldier is a living wave, driven forward by an unseen current, a silent roar echoing in the air. This is an army on the brink of an assault that will forever reshape the world. The air crackles with anticipation, a fateful dawn breaking over a city poised for destiny. The battlefield beneath the walls is a maelstrom of close-quarters combat, a brutal ballet of death. Swords clash with a deafening clang, their metal screams echoing the desperate struggle. Arrows rain down from above, a deadly hail piercing the chaos of the fray. The air itself is thick with the guttural cries of battle, a symphony of agony and fury. Amidst the melee, the raw, visceral reality of the final push unfolds, a terrifying testament to human conflict. Emperor Constantine XI, clad in battle armor, stands before his loyal guards, his face etched with fatigue. His eyes, though weary, burn with an unyielding resolve, reflecting the weight of a dying empire. The air in the palace is thick with the scent of dust and the palpable tension of impending battle. Constantine VII addresses his men, his voice strained yet resonating with the finality of his command. His voice, though strained, cuts through the heavy air with a defiant cry. Fight to the last breath. The guards, grim-faced but unwavering, stand tall, their loyalty a stark and somber beacon in the fading light. Under the relentless sun, Ottoman janissaries surge through a gaping breach in the city walls, a terrifying, disciplined tide of steel. Their advance is an unstoppable wave, overwhelming the desperate Byzantine defenders, their courage faltering. The air thickens with the brutal clang of steel and the desperate cries of men, echoing the city's impending doom. As the relentless assault continues, the very fate of the city hangs by a fragile, fraying thread. Amidst the chaos of war, the majestic Hagia Sophia stands, its grand facade a beacon of strength now vulnerable. A lone Byzantine soldier kneels before the grand structure, his form stark against the looming architecture. His head is bowed in solemn reverence, the weight of an uncertain future heavy upon his shoulders. His lips move in a silent prayer, a desperate plea for salvation escaping into the turbulent air. The Hagia Sophia's future hangs in the balance, its splendor threatened by the encroaching shadows of conflict. He remains, a solitary figure of faith in a world consumed by the cacophony of war. Ottoman ships, sails billowing, surge into the Golden Horn, a formidable fleet of destruction. Fierce naval skirmishes erupt, Byzantine vessels desperately battling against the overwhelming tide. Cannon fire roars, echoing across the water, a deafening symphony of war and devastation. The air crackles with the thunder of battle, adding another layer of terror to the relentless siege. Terrified civilians scramble through the labyrinthine streets of Constantinople, their faces contorted with pure panic. Eyes dart in every direction, searching for an escape from the unseen terror closing in. The air vibrates with the cacophony of clashing steel, a chilling symphony of impending doom. Distant screams pierce the din, signaling the imminent collapse of order and hope. The sounds of battle grow louder, a relentless wave of destruction sweeping through the ancient city. Inside Mehmed's command tent, the air hangs heavy with dust and the thrum of anticipation. Mehmed II, a figure of imposing authority, lifts a spyglass to his eye, his gaze piercing the distance. His vision, sharp and unyielding, locks onto the distant city, a prize within his grasp. A subtle smile, a blend of triumph and anticipation, plays on his lips. His grand vision, once a dream, now stands on the precipice of breathtaking realization. A Byzantine commander, his armor bloodied and torn, stumbles backward from the battlements, the siege raging. He falls with a guttural cry, his body tumbling over the edge, a tragic descent. The grim thud of his landing echoes, a stark punctuation to the ongoing brutal siege. His sacrifice is a stark reminder of the immense cost of this desperate defense. The city's protectors are dwindling, their numbers ever shrinking, facing overwhelming odds. Constantine XI, face streaked with grime and sweat, stands defiantly in the throne room, a whirlwind of steel and fury. His sword blurs, a silver arc in the chaos, as he fends off multiple attackers with desperate precision. Around him, loyalists, equally battered, fight with grim determination, their faces etched with the agony of battle. The air crackles with the clang of metal and desperate cries, a symphony of destruction in the once grand hall. Constantine moves like a trapped lion, each strike a testament to the last vestiges of Roman defiance against overwhelming odds. Ottoman soldiers, a relentless tide of steel and fury, surge into the heart of the city square. Their triumphant shouts tear through the air, a brutal sound of conquest echoing through the square. The chilling silence of fallen defenders lies sprawled on the cobblestones, a stark contrast to the victors' roars. The once bustling marketplace is now a tableau of brutal conquest, a scene of devastation. The ground is littered with the fallen, their bodies a testament to the ferocity of the battle. The city square, now subdued, bears witness to the irreversible tide of war. Sunlight streams through the high windows of the Hagia Sophia, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. The immense interior is now filled with Ottoman soldiers, their faces etched with awe and triumph. A slow pan reveals the conquerors, their expressions a mix of reverence and victory. They witness the profound conversion of a sacred symbol, a moment frozen in time. The colossal city gates, once an unyielding bastion, now gape open, a terrifying maw to the fallen city. Ottoman cavalry thunder through the breached gates, their powerful hooves churning the earth into dust. Clouds of dust billow skyward, a mournful shroud over the city, marking its tragic, undeniable end. The relentless charge of the cavalry symbolizes the complete and utter fall, the end of an era. An awe-inspiring aerial view reveals Constantinople, a city forever changed, bearing the profound scars of recent, brutal conflict. Despite the visible wounds, ancient structures stand resilient, a testament to enduring strength against the tide of time. Its identity irrevocably shifted, a new era etched into its very foundations. The city whispers tales of transformation. The Bosphorus, a timeless ribbon of water, flows silently beneath, a stoic witness to the unfolding chapters of history. Inside his tent, Mehmed II, though weary from battle, emanates triumph, his eyes gleaming with a fierce inner light. The flickering oil lamp casts dancing shadows across his face, highlighting the lines of his recent ordeal. He gazes intently at a meticulously drawn map spread before him, a blueprint of his newly conquered city. Every street and landmark on the map is now his. A profound sense of destiny fulfilled radiating from his very being. The stillness of the tent is heavy with the palpable weight of his monumental, world-altering achievement. The sun bleeds across the horizon, painting the conquered city in hues of blood and twilight. Long, ominous shadows stretch across the devastated city, a testament to the brutal conflict. Ottoman banners, emblazoned with crescents and stars, now snap proudly from the battlements, replacing the tattered Byzantine standards. An oppressive silence descends, a heavy blanket after weeks of thunderous conflict, muffling the cries of a fallen empire. Ottoman ships, sails billowing, majestically cut across the sparkling blue waters of the Bosphorus. Their passage is unopposed, a testament to the new power now commanding this vital strait. The Bosphorus, once Byzantium's very lifeline, now serves as a bustling artery for the burgeoning Ottoman Empire. The sun glints off the water, reflecting the dawn of a new era on this historic waterway. Ottoman soldiers march through the city streets, their movements precise and disciplined, a new order emerging. The initial chaos has given way to an unfamiliar calm, a tense silence settling over the urban landscape. Sunlight glints off the soldiers' armor as they patrol, symbols of authority in a city in transition. The city begins its slow, inexorable transformation under the shadow of its new, imposing rule. A sense of quiet unease hangs in the air, a stark contrast to the former tumult. The streets, once vibrant, now echo with the measured footsteps of the occupying forces, marking a new era. Mehmed II, a formidable figure, rides through the bustling streets of his newly acquired capital, a conqueror surveying his domain. Astride his majestic horse, he moves with an air of absolute authority, the city's pulse quickening at his presence. His eyes, sharp and visionary, are fixed on the distant horizon, already seeing beyond the present moment. He envisions the grand, sprawling future of what will soon be known as the magnificent city of Istanbul. He is the architect of a new world, a powerful force shaping destiny with every stride. The vibrant city bends to his will, a testament to his unwavering power and strategic genius. The historical world map, now 3D animated, materializes from the dawn's first light, its ancient contours glowing. The year updates with a swift, almost violent, digital pulse, signaling a dramatic shift in the tides of power. New lines of power, once faint, now blaze across the map, weaving a new destiny for the world. The Ottoman Empire emerges, a prominent, vibrant beacon, its borders expanding with an undeniable force. The old order has vanished, leaving a stark, undeniable void, replaced by the dramatic rise of a new global power. The sun, a fiery orb, majestically crests the horizon, casting long, golden shadows across the ancient city below. Hagia Sophia, majestic and timeless, stands as a testament to centuries of history, its iconic dome piercing the pre-dawn sky. Elegant minarets, now flanking the grand dome, reach towards the heavens, symbols of a city forever changed. The city, now known as Istanbul, awakens to a new day, a vibrant tapestry of old and new. The sprawling metropolis, forever shaped by the events of 1453, is bathed in the soft, ethereal glow of sunrise. The camera pulls back, revealing a magnificent panorama of the city, stretching towards the endless horizon.